Welcome back to the ESL Teachers Abroad podcast, where we dive into what's really happening in classrooms around the world. I'm Mr. Carter, and today's episode comes straight from the heart. I saw a poster the other day that asked, "Why are teachers leaving?" And honestly, I couldn't stop thinking about it. If you're a teacher and you've felt that pull to walk away, you need to know you are not alone. This isn't just a local problem. It's a conversation echoing across continents. Teachers are leaving the profession in massive numbers, not just in South Africa or the US, but globally, from the bustling streets of London to the vibrant communities in Lagos. Classrooms are emptying out faster than schools can possibly hire. And the reasons, they're painfully familiar to anyone who's ever stood in front of a class. It's the burnout that creeps in after countless late nights. It's the low pay that makes you question your worth. It's the mountain of paperwork and administrative tasks that has nothing to do with teaching. And it's that soul-crushing lack of real, tangible support from school leadership. But here's the paradox that keeps me up at night: schools aren't disappearing. Children still need to learn, and someone has to be there to teach them. The world still depends on educators to shape the future, yet the profession itself feels more fragile and more precarious than ever before. If we keep losing good, passionate, dedicated teachers at this rate, we are not just heading toward a problem. We're staring down a full-blown educational crisis. It feels like we're all busy plugging holes in a sinking ship, all while pretending that everything is perfectly fine. Something fundamental has to change. Not next year, not someday, but right now. And I believe it all starts with one simple, yet often overlooked concept: teacher well-being. Too many educators are emotionally, mentally, and physically drained. You've heard it a million times, but it's true. You simply cannot pour from an empty cup. We need to normalize rest. We need to make mental health breaks an accepted and encouraged part of the job. And we need to create manageable, realistic workloads. And that means leadership has to evolve. The old top-down authoritarian style of school administration is obsolete. The best school leaders I've ever known aren't just administrators. They are motivators. They are fierce protectors of their staff's time and energy. We need leaders who create an environment of trust, where teachers feel empowered to bring their creativity and professional judgment into the classroom, not boxed in by endless bureaucracy and standardized everything. And let's talk about recognition. Real recognition. We have to move beyond this obsession with test scores as the only measure of success. Teachers make a difference every single day in small, quiet, and profound ways that will never, ever make it onto a data chart. That moment when a child who has struggled for months finally reads a sentence with confidence. That shy, withdrawn kid who, for the first time, raises their hand to ask a question. That is real impact. That is the magic of teaching. Professional growth matters, too. But let's be honest, how many of us have sat through professional development sessions that felt like a complete waste of time? It's too often just a checkbox exercise. We need programs that actually inspire and upskill us. We need workshops that reignite our passion for our subject, not drain it. We need opportunities that feel like an investment in us, not another obligation. And yes, we have to address the elephant in the room. This isn't about getting rich. It's about basic respect. Fair compensation for a demanding, highly skilled profession shouldn't be a luxury. It should be the standard. When teachers have to work second or third jobs just to make ends meet, it sends a clear message about how little their work is valued. Now, I want to touch on another uncomfortable truth, one that many are hesitant to talk about. The respect and discipline in our schools have eroded. Teachers today are facing levels of disrespect from students and sometimes even parents that would have been completely unthinkable just a decade or two ago. And this isn't all the school's fault. Discipline, at its core, starts at home. Parents have to take responsibility for teaching their children the fundamental values of respect, kindness, and empathy long before they ever walk into a classroom. Exactly. Parents are a child's first and most important teachers. When they model respect for educators, for the school, and for the process of learning, children internalize and mirror that behavior. But when kids see and hear adults at home dismissing teachers, complaining about homework, or undermining the school's authority, that toxic attitude spills directly into the classroom, making a teacher's job nearly impossible. Education has always been, and must always be, a partnership. It's a three-legged stool. Parents, teachers, and the community. You cannot build a strong, stable foundation for the next generation when one of those legs is wobbly or missing entirely. Maybe that's the root of true, lasting education reform, realizing that the responsibility for a child's learning does sit solely on the shoulders of our schools. Policymakers, communities, and families must all share the load. So, when we talk about teacher retention, it's not about flashy recruitment campaigns or signing bonuses. It's about creating a holistic ecosystem where teachers feel supported, respected, and valued, an environment where they genuinely want to stay and build a career. Until we fix these core issues, well-being, pay, leadership, respect, and parental accountability, we will keep bleeding talented, passionate educators from the profession. And we must never forget who pays the ultimate price when teachers burn out and leave. It's the students. Their learning suffers, their potential is diminished, and their future is compromised. It is time for more than just talk. We need decisive action from policymakers who set the budgets, from principals who shape the school culture, from parents who are our partners, and from communities who benefit from a strong education system. Because let's be clear, without teachers, there is no education, and without education, there is no future. Thank you for tuning in to the ESL Teachers Abroad podcast. If this episode resonated with you, please share it. Share it with a teacher who needs to hear they're not alone, a parent who wants to be a better partner, or a school leader who has the power to make a change. Let's keep this vital conversation alive, because our students and our teachers deserve so much better. Make sure to follow and subscribe for more real talk from the world of teaching.